never pay for capital gains tax again. Yes, you heard that right. This is a proven strategy that people like Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, and countless other real estate investors have used for many, many years to avoid paying capital gains taxes. And that is the 1031 exchange. This is a paramount strategy that even been allowed and praised the Internal Revenue Code, aka the IRS. This strategy has helped people save hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, if not more, every single year. This is a groundbreaking strategy for you watching this video to not only preserve your wealth, but also help you upscale quicker. A lot of my clients that I work with, from family offices and affluent investors and people with great careers and businesses, this is the go-to strategy after working with us. And it's super simple, but make sure you stay to the end of the video because there's a lot of nuances that goes into doing a 1031 exchange. The concept itself is simple, but the process to do so is a lot different. Now, first thing first, what is a 1031 exchange? Well, in essence, a 1031 exchange is allowing me to sell one property, and if I have another home or investment vehicle from commercial, land, you name it, that I think is a similar aspect of what I'm selling, I can now use my capital that I just got from my sale and to pour into this new property with no taxes. So I'm deferring capital gains. Now this will happen though for each property. So if I were doing it for 50 years and I bought a single family home, and 50 years from now I still do the same exact strategy, all those taxes will build up into the following ones. Just keep that in mind. Again, a lot of nuances there. That is what a 1031 exchange is. In its essence and shortness of what it really is, I'm exchanging one house for a new house with the same exact capital while avoiding paying any taxes on it, because I'm always putting it to work as fast as possible. So now we understand what it even is. Now, number two of this whole strategy is, why would you do a 1031 exchange? What are the benefits? Well, there are tons, but there's two main ones. Number one, using a 1031 exchange allows us to, one, of course, preserve our wealth and avoid taxes. This is why we're in real estate in the first place. Most of us who do real estate investing, that's why we did it. To avoid taxes, preserve our wealth. Either through appreciation or depreciation or through, doing 1031s, the list goes on. Now, that is one big major role for this. Another role, why it's a benefit of using a 1031 exchange, is now I can upscale my investment portfolio way quicker. If I bought a single family home, plot of land, a castle, or a commercial property, let's say I had it for 10 years and it doubled in price in that 10 years. I could sell it or do a refinance and buy another one, which is my suggestion, more often than not. Selling, if you don't have to, there's no good. I think you should always hold on to property as long as you can and just do a cash out refi. But let's say that right now that asset that you have is underperforming greatly and losing you money. Or it is in an area where you know that it probably won't increase much more for a while. You want to transfer this asset for a new one. That's why you would want to sell in the first place. If I can now buy another property with this capital I just got, instead of paying this capital gains, which is a massive amount of money, I can now upgrade this, let's say, complex that is 10 units for a 20 unit complex. And do it again in a couple of years, in 5, 10 years, or longer or shorter, either or, and do the same process. And now I'm able to upscale my investment portfolios as fast as possible. Now, when we're doing a 1031 exchange though, there are a few moving parts. So that's number 3. So far we've broken down what is a 1031. And then we broke down number 2, why do it in the first place? What are the benefits? And now let's put it into practice. When we're doing a 1031 exchange, like I said before, we have to find a property that is similar and like to the one we're selling. So if I'm selling a single family home, I'm gonna buy another single family home. Now what you don't probably already know, or not been told yet by most people who do 1031 exchanges, you can actually pull that into 3 different opportunities, not just one. And also out of state. You're not confined just to your state. If you are in California, where my client was, he sold a huge complex and was buying new ones inside of Texas, where I'm at in Austin. So now, he was able to buy 3 different complexes with 1 complex he sold, and by doing so also avoid capital gains. But you must just buy 1 big one or 3 smaller ones, it's up to you. This helps your strategy. And again, if you want to kind of break down on a deeper level what the best strategy is, how to find the right properties, book a free call with me down below. I specialize, my team as well, with luxury real estate, modern homes, and also commercial real estate as well, especially those when it comes down to like complexes and so forth. And we're happy to kind of walk you through the whole process, what it works, how to do 1031, how to find the right properties like capital gains for you, and cap rates. But with that being said, I also have to make sure when I'm selling said property, I actually find my next one within a 45-day time period. So I need a designated one in a 45-day period. And also make sure, keep in mind, you need to find an intermediary or a 1031 exchange specialist. That is a key role that we need to be using, making sure it's done correctly. Because they are in compliance with the IRS. They understand the whole process, so of course you need to have them and us as the agents helping you do this whole process. So having a compliance officer for the most part, really pretty much all, help you find with us a designated property you want to turn this one into a new one, or just 3 new ones. And then from there, I have to make sure that my property is sold within 180 days, and that I have an offer on my next property or properties within that 180-day time frame, so about half a year. That is the whole criteria. So you have 45 days when you first decide to sell your property. Okay, I'm gonna sell this property, I'm gonna buy a new one or 3 in 45 days or 180 days, and then from there, that buffer goes away, and now I'm looking for my home. And that is the whole process really doing a 1031 exchange. It may sound complicated, but again, it's super simple. It's a lot of moving parts. Like all things in the Internal Revenue Code, most things admit to be complicated, so they won't use not save taxes. If you want help with that, let me know down below. Book a free call with us. How they walk you through the whole process and how it works, the do's and the don'ts. And again, a quick recap for you. There are 3 main things we covered in this video. Number 1, what is a 1031 exchange? That is just turning one property into 1 or 3 new ones that are similar to one I just sold. And by doing so, I can now avoid capital gains and the tax for the whole process. I buy more properties, and upgrade, downgrade, doesn't matter what it be, I have more opportunities now by doing so. And again, you will only want to sell if it's, a super bad asset that you have or something's going on in that regards, in my mind. And then number 2, we covered the benefits, which is going to be, I'm now able to avoid taxes and preserve my wealth. And then also, I'm able to now upgrade my lifestyle, my portfolio, and so forth. And then finally, when it comes down to doing a 1031 exchange, we have 45 days to find the property. After I'm deciding to sell it, say, hey, I'm gonna sell the property, this is what I want. And then I have 180 days to not only sell this property, but also buy the new one and close on it. So I can pour my capital into new properties and defer my taxes. I know it may seem like I'm beating a dead horse, but make sure you understand this nuances and how it works step by step. But again, if you want more context, want to find the right properties, help sell what we have, let us know. We're helping all 50 states and 25 countries. We're top agents in the whole globe right now. Also, a TV show host for American Dream, which is Emmy nominated. So I mean, top 1% globally, listening countrywide as agents. So again, 1031 exchanges will save you guys tons of money. Make sure you like this video, tag your friends down below, and let me ask you a question. What do you think is the best way to avoid paying taxes? The 1031 exchanges, depreciation, what are your thoughts? Let me know down below. As always, see you guys at the top.